Welcome to M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com. In today's video, I want to discuss ways to keep your off-ice training fresh. In this year's 10,000 Pucks contest, we've already had over 1 million shots logged by over 1,000 shooters, which is incredible. But now, the key is looking at how do we keep shooting pucks fun. While there's no question you'll become a better shooter, let's face it, just shooting pucks one after another can get a bit boring. In this video, we're going to explain 4 shooting games you can play. Games that will help you become a better shooter, but also give you something just to break the monotony. So before we explain the games though, I think it's important to re-emphasize the importance of shooting with proper technique and exertion with every shot. Remember, skill is learned through repetition. So if you're executing the skill time and time again with improper form, that's the technique your body's going to remember. So use good technique and shoot as hard as you can every time while maintaining proper form. It's also important that you practice all 4 shot types through your shooting routines. For a refresher on the specifics, have a look at some of our other videos where we cover and break down each specific shooting technique. Now, let's take a look at some of the games to play while we're doing our shooting. The first game is a personal favorite of mine and can be played with 1 or more players. The more you have, the more competitive the game gets. Most of the players that I train know this game simply as the post game. Each player starts out with 5 pucks. Each player shoots a puck one at a time. So if you got 2 players, player 1 would shoot, and then player 2 would shoot the next puck, and so on. A point is scored by hitting one of the 3 outside posts, the left, the right, or the crossbar. Player hitting the most posts wins. If after the 5 pucks the game's tied, it goes to a 3-puck shootout. If the game's still tied, then it becomes sudden death. To make the game even more competitive, turn it into a best-of-7 game series. The second game we'll look at is called Around the World. Around the World is a game that can be played alone or with multiple players. Now for this particular one, you'll need to have a shooting aid or targets on your goal. And what I recommend would be using the Ultimate Goalie from HockeyShot.com. It's great quality shooting aid. It's got openings for the 4 corners as well as the 5-hole. Now there are 2 main ways you can play the Around the World game. The first way is you start with 10 pucks and you have only 2 chances to score on an individual opening. Starting with the lower right, then moving to the upper right, then to the upper left, then to the lower left, and finally finishing with a 5-hole. Sequence isn't necessarily important, but you should vary the target that you start shooting at so that you don't overtrain shooting at a specific area. If you miss one of the openings, the game's over, you'll need to start over. So if you finish and you happen to get them all in, count how many extra pucks you have left over, and that'll be your score to beat for the next time. If you're really good, hit every target in a single shot, you'll have 5 pucks left over. That's the best score you can get. The other way to play Around the World is to simply shoot until you hit each opening. Once you hit an opening, move to the next one. And when you're playing this style, the goal is to hit as many openings, again, in the fewest amount of shots possible. So just like in golf, low scorer would win. The third game we'll look at is an old one but a good one, horse. So just like a basketball version, players pick a location on the goal and a spot from the area, their shooting area, to shoot from, and if they hit it, the next players actually have to make that exact same shot. Now if they miss, they get a letter. Players are eliminated as soon as they have the letters that spell the word horse. Again, this game can be played with 2 or more players. Finally, we'll look at a game called Count Up. Much like Around the World, you'll be shooting for each opening on the target. So again, you'll need a shooting aid or targets on your goal. The idea of Count Up is to hit the same opening or target as many times in a row as you can. Players get 1 point for each puck that successfully goes into the opening or target they're aiming for. As soon as a player misses, they must move on to the next opening and can no longer score on that particular opening. So for example, if I shoot low right and I put 3 pucks in a row in the opening and then I hit my shooting aid or the Ultimate Goalie with the 4th shot, I'd collect 3 points and I'd have to move on to the next opening. If you have multiple players, the player with the highest point total wins. If you're playing by yourself, keep track of your high score and try to outdo yourself the next time through. As a bonus, we're going to take a look at one last fun way to vary your training routine. And for this one, we're going to talk about trick shots. Now the key here is just be creative. Add in stick handling moves before you shoot. Flip the puck in the air. Deflect the puck off another puck. Just have some fun with it. And depending on when you're watching this video, HockeyShot.com has an awesome contest called the HockeyShot Summer Trick Shot Challenge. Basically, all you have to do is film yourself doing your best trick shot and submit it to them. I know they're offering some really great prizes this year, so it's definitely something worth checking out. To check out their latest contest, head over to HockeyShare.com/trickshot and we'll direct you to the latest contest page. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time at M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com.